Hi Country Changers, Laticia here. I am joined for this webinar by Gwen Norman. Hi Gwen, how are you?
I'm well, Laticia, thank you.
So Gwen, you moved to Cootamundra, which is part of the Cootamundra-Gundagai LGA about 5 years ago. So we thought it'd be really nice to get you on and have a chat to us about what it's like to be a local and I guess what brought you to the region. So firstly, tell me a little bit about Cootamundra and where you came from and why you chose it.
Sure, my pleasure, Laticia. Cootamundra appealed to me because it's an agriculturally based economy, and there is room to move. I moved from the Southern Highlands, which has become increasingly a little too busy for me and has lost its agricultural charm. So I made the move.
So firstly, I think, how did you hear about Cootamundra? Because a lot of people aren't familiar with the little townships of the Riverina. Some people know the bases or the bigger cities, regional cities, but how did you come across it?
Well, I guess having been brought up in the agricultural world of the Southern Highlands, we always had heard about Cootamundra as a very good place to be. It was the pastoral and livestock area, and I guess that was my understanding of what Cootamundra was. But when I started travelling from Moss Vale at the time to have a look around for my next location, I was really impressed by the fact that everything's here, and that includes space, it includes fabulous sporting facilities and plenty of shopping opportunities and affordability as well.
So just for those who don't know, can you explain geographically how far you are from some of those main centres? We could talk about accessibility.
Sure. So for Cootamundra as a location, for those considering the move, we are an hour and 15 to the CBD in Wagga Wagga, which is the biggest inland city in Australia. And we're 2 hours and 10 minutes to Canberra Airport, as well as being 5 hours to Melbourne by train, 5 hours to 5 hours to Sydney by train. So we're very, very well positioned. We're 30 minutes to the Hume Highway, which places you on a freeway to either Sydney or Melbourne as well.
Don't forget Adelaide as well.
Do I really need to include Adelaide?
Oh, that's mean. Adelaide's lovely. A bit cold, and it's either too hot or too cold for me, but you know, we won't pick on Adelaide right now. Great wine. Great wine. So how would you describe Cootamundra, like in terms of the community and the atmosphere?
Cootamundra is super friendly. From the first times that I walked down the main street to have a look around before I made the move, I was stopped by people who said, "Oh, hi, you're new to town. Do you enjoy golf? Do you enjoy swimming? We've got a pool." And I think the personal sell of Cootamundra was there right from the word go. And the friendliness is really what Cootamundra is known for. And I think newcomers are welcomed with open arms and encouraged to join groups and be a part of something. We have a very high rate of volunteerism here, and that would be 27%, which is a really high percentage for volunteering.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really impressive, and I think that's testament to the kind of community that it must be then. And look, I've been to Coota and a lot of times, and I love the little boutique shops, I have to say, like really good shopping.
No, we have excellent shops, and we have shops that are giving everyone the opportunity for modern living, and also a collection of fabulous antique shops, and also the opportunity to, I guess, step back in time a little bit to shops that have been operating for over 100 years.
And the buildings are beautiful, like that really rich heritage that you're talking about, and I think that's what makes it really pleasant. And the change of seasons, like the really definite seasons, What's your favourite? Sorry.
I'm afraid I would have to say autumn, which is right now. And as you mentioned, we do have a distinct change in seasons. So we're going into the crisp nights and beautiful sunny clear days. Our temperatures are very livable, and we don't have that sticky humidity that a lot of people on the coast endure for quite a few months. But we certainly have an excellent climate here.
Nice. And what about the economy in terms of business opportunities?
Business opportunities here are huge because we have affordable commercial space, and we also have affordable living from the point of view of rental accommodation and homes to purchase. But I must say that at the moment, the opportunity for rentals and home purchase is diminishing because we're becoming a very popular spot. We do have a new subdivision that's currently under construction, so that will help tremendously for those who wish to make Cootamundra home.
Yeah, look, I think a lot of regional centres are becoming really, really sought after, and every regional town across all states, I've heard, have had an influx of city dwellers relocate and make their tree or sea change, and it's putting an immense pressure on the rental and housing market. However, it's still really affordable when you compare it to things like Sydney and Melbourne prices.
That's right, and I think that's an excellent opportunity for families as well. And we are receiving a lot of inquiry here for families bringing their children to go to school here and have the opportunity of playing whatever sport they want, and they're safe. They can ride their bikes up and down the lovely wide streets, and it's a very safe area for families.
Yeah, definitely. And it's really, I like the wide streets and the openness of it, but then there's lots of nature strips and things that you can access. The Snowy Valleys is just, up the road, I like to say, which, opens up a whole new world for adventure as well. So it is really beautiful. What would be, you moved to Cootamundra not knowing anybody, and for a lot of people considering a tree change, that could be quite daunting. What would be your number one tip to, I guess, acclimatizing and really sort of becoming part of a community?
I guess from my point of view, my personal experience was to answer the knocks on the door, quite frankly. And quite a few people knocked on the door and said, "Welcome to town. Would you like to join in? We have a group doing this or that." And basically embracing the invitations. I feel very safe here from the point of view of the network just grew and grew and grew. And once you get to know one group, you tend to go into another group as well. I was invited to join the Show Society, the U3A, the Arts Centre, the golf club, the tennis club. It's really one of those places where, and once you know people, they will always say hello down the street or at another function or whatever it might be. It's one of those towns where people walk towards you when you're taking your groceries to your car and they just smile at you and say hello.
Yeah, and that can help you feel at home a lot quicker as well.
Certainly.
Awesome.
No, that's very important.
Any other, I guess, advice or thoughts around anyone considering a country change to Cootamundra-Gundagai?
I would say 2 words: do it. You won't be sorry. You'll be looked after. You'll get to know people quickly, and you'll live I would say, a healthier lifestyle because you've got room to breathe and you can learn new things, which is extremely helpful.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing your experience with us today. And I look forward to hearing more about your next 5 years. I'm sure we'll definitely be in touch again.
Thanks, Laticia. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.